Okay. So apparently, y'all want more stories than reactions. Jesus Christ. Y'all want to know all about my business and what I've been through, huh? Jesus. Okay. So this was before, I think I'm going to say 2 or 3 years before I got married. Right? Or 2 or 3 years before I met my wife. So around that time, I was working at Chipotle. And I was a hoe. I'm not afraid to admit it. I was a hoe. I'm not no more. My wife saved me. I bit my lip. So I do not condone this whatsoever. Please don't do this. This is just what I personally went through. So it was, we was all, okay, give you a little backstory. In the car, it was me, another coworker, it was a guy, and two women, right? Minus me, everybody else in that car was heavy smokers. Smoking, you know what I mean? Just regular, old-fashioned tree. Nothing crazy, right? And so the reason I did it is because I thought it was going to get me, I was just trying to get some I was trying to get some sugar walls. That's it. Point blank, period. I never got it. Okay. So we were all working at Chipotle at the time. And the guy, prior to this event, I at least know that he smoked every day or every other day, and it was heavy. And he's been smoking for years and years and years. His body is used to this. My body wasn't. Okay? I was a baby. I was an infant. You know? I was a newborn baby into the world. So, right? So, yeah. He was heavy. He smoked before, right? And so this night wasn't any different. At least that's what I thought. And so I didn't know what and how my body was going to react. But I was still conscious? I said that right? Like I was completely aware of my surroundings. Like I knew what was going on. And so we're just all in the car. This like we all drove, I think 2 separate cars. It was my car and his car. And then we after Chipotle, after we all closed, we drove to his apartment complex. And we all got to his apartment complex and we all just hopped into his car, windows up, and we just started hotboxing. I should have known something was up when he was like, "This is the highest I have ever been." That's the problem. That's the problem. That's a red flag. That was the highest he ever been. And I'm a newborn baby. What you doing to me? Right? And so I remember that night vividly. Like I was on her, you know. We was doing some stuff. Right? And then after a certain point, the night did not last long. But after a certain point, I was like, bro, I need some fresh air or something. Like, so I stepped out the car. Y'all, when I stepped outside the car, I lied to you not. I lied to you not. I stepped out the car, and I stepped out the car like this. It literally felt like I was walking on clouds. I was on cloud 9. Like me and Galactus was talking. Me and Galactus, we was cool. This chick, we was cooling, bro. We was cooling, bro. Like me and Galactus, oh yeah, bro. Yeah, we were just talking, having a smooth conversation. And so I think that the fresh air kind of like lessened that highness. Oh, excuse me. But not by much. I was better outside than I was in the car. 100%. And so to add salt to the wound, I drove the woman that I was, making moves on. I drove her home. From me driving from his complex to her home, back to my apartment, was the most anxious I have ever felt in my entire life. And at some point during that drive, it was a cop behind me. Y'all, when I tell you, the palms on my hand felt like, I don't know. It was just pouring. Like, I didn't know my hands could get that wet. Dead ass, bro. But it's like, I was completely aware of my surroundings. It's just, I have to fart. I'm sorry. It was just, everything just seemed on edge. And I did not like that feeling at all. And so I drove her home. And then literally, so when I got to her house, I'll probably park like a couple houses up the street. And she got out. And then literally as she got out the car, I drove off. I didn't wait for her. She was so mad. I didn't wait for her to go inside the car. To go inside the house or anything like that. I didn't make sure that she was safe. And then like the next day, she was so mad that I didn't wait for her to go inside. Like, girl, do you understand? I wasn't in my right state of mind. What are you talking about? That's the last thing. That was the last time I ever talked to Galactus. That was the last time I did any of that. So I'm 31, I think. And I got high probably like 2 times. So yeah, I do not condone this. Please don't do this. But that's just one of my experiences with smoking. So I don't do it. I don't even drink no more. So I forgot how long it's been since I had an actual alcoholic beverage. Literally, the last time I had an alcoholic beverage, my wife saw me and was like, nope. Yeah. So if y'all want to hear about that, like the last time I got drunk, let me know that. #drunk. Oh, Jesus. So, yeah. That was just a crazy night. It was a cluck night, too, to be honest. It was such, oh, God. That was an experience that I don't want to ever have again in my life. So, yeah. #drunk if you want to hear about the story about the last time I got drunk. Like, my wife saw me and it was just like, nah. It got a little crazy that night. Yeah. But hashtag stories hashtag stories if y'all want to hear stories. So I got hella stories. Keep it cool, keep it classy, and I love you. Stay happy, my family.